you today to share another style with you. Now, to be quite honest with you, I got this style from another YouTube page. Her name is MsAriella89. I wear this style a lot, and it was requested that I make a video about how I do it. So I hope she doesn't mind. I really like the style. It's one of my favorite styles, so I feel like it should be shared. Not only on her page, but my page too, and share it with all of my subscribers. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, for this style, what you'll be needing, well, it's not necessary, but I'm going to use one of these, I don't even know what they call this. It's a comb with some rubber bands in between it. I don't know, it's at Wal Mart for like $6 or $7, and then you can buy like a medium one, a small one, or a big one. I got a large one because my hair is really thick. Or you can use bobby pins. It's, you know, big jumbo bobby pins. So it's up to you, whatever your preferences are. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. And products you'll be needing are, you know, some gel. Dang, I need to get some more. You can tell that's one of my favorite products. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is an old twist out. As you can see, it's looking kind of busted. So, on the later days of my twist out, I like to updo something to kind of show off the pattern, in the middle and whatnot. So I'm going to start with this section. I already have a little bit of it parted ready, so I'm just going to straighten it out. And then I'm going to go to the center. This will be like this is the pompadour. And so I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger than hers. And then I'm going to part right here. Now I like to make mine go diagonal after a while. After I part in the front, just to kind of section it off. So now that I have that part out of the way, now you can choose to make this bigger or smaller, whatever your preference is. I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, just take a section clip and part that. Now, the rest of your hair. Now, this is where you're going to spray it with the water. I'm going to go out in a little while, so I don't want to spray it with water. So I'm just kind of, well, I don't want to spray too much water. I'm going to spray a little bit of water just to make it a little bit manageable. And I'm going to spray my hand instead of my actual hair. And then this is where you can either take water or a little bit of moisturizer and put on your hair. So I'm gonna take my Cantu Shea Butter, because it's gonna be cold outside, and I still want to moisturize and protect my hair from the cold. Although I'm not gonna be out there for a long time, I just don't, while I am out there, I would like for it to be protected. And this is this is also a protective style, so my ends will be protected. So you should concentrate, your conditioner or whatever moisturizer you're using on your ends as well. Those will be tucked in and protected by a moisturizer. So this is where your gel comes in. You also probably need to put some water on your edges so that, it mixes well with the gel. Because this Echo Styler Gel and Cantu Shea Butter do not mix. Like, whenever I do use them, I have to, make sure I use enough water, because I'll get those little white beaded things, and they go away, but they have a tendency to linger for some reason. I don't know what that is. So, okay. Then get my handy dandy old brush kind of take some gel off my hand. And I'm going to brush it back. I've also been told that you're not supposed to do that, but that's the only way that I can get my hair to lay down. So if you can help it, try not to do that. Let's spray a little bit of water lightly. And I'm going to kind of move it towards the back of my head like this. Now, if you have bumps showing right here, I think that that's okay. So, I'm going to... Now, here's the trick. Now that I've got it all situated in the back of my head, I hope you can see that, I'm going to take and kind of French roll twist it. Now, this part, here's where you can either take your bobby pins or take this, if I don't, scrunchie majig. So, you know, if you're doing it with me, go ahead and start securing your bobby pins in. And if you're doing this, if you have one of these, then go ahead and start securing. So I'm going to take this and put it in the back. And then when you have that in place, this can be tricky too. It's one of those things that you kind of have to play with. And if I can't get it right, then I'll have to go off camera and do it. So, okay, so that's how you want it. Then you're going to take it and bring it all the way around. I hope you guys can see that, because I can't see in the back of my head. And stick it in right there. Now, right now this isn't as high as I'd like it to be, so I'm gonna come back and show you. I'm gonna keep messing with it, and then I'm gonna show you, unless you guys want to unless you guys want to stay tuned and watch. So I'll be back. Okay, now, if you've been watching, I finally got it to where I want it, and I've kind of pulled some of the hair out of the clip, just the hair that was kind of stuck up underneath the stretchy part. And so with this, now I've seen some people leave it out like this, but my hair, my curl pattern for my twist out isn't as defined as I like it to be, and I really don't want to leave it out in the cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this. It's hard for me to explain what I'm doing, so just kind of stay tuned and watch, and I'll do my best to explain. So I'm gonna turn this into a pompadour. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's kind of blocked. I'm kind of too tall for my stand here. So take this part, kind of gather it like you would a ponytail. Kind of get it to like a nice little pompadour, and curl your ends in like I have it here. So I'm gonna take that and kind of mess with it as much as you want. And here's where your bobby pins come in handy. So I'm going to take the first one and stick it in. where I have my fingers to secure it. See? It's okay, I'm gonna go back and fix that. That's okay. Okay, I'm a little goofy. Alright, so now, I use 2 bobby pins, but that's fine. Kind of like it like that. Take another one. Stick as many in there as you need. Alright, now that you have enough bobby pins in your head to set off a medical, not a medical, I'm sorry, I set off a metal detector. Gosh, I'm right. Now, for this part, now also, you can twist this up and leave it out. That would be cute, kind of. But I don't like hair in my face, so this is your second pompadour. Now this part, I'm going to, pull it straight up first and kind of curl it under. This is my favorite part of the style because you can do whatever you want with it. MsAriella had it like this, and that's the way I like it. Or you can take it and put it on the other side. If I'm going to switch it up. Now I stuff my ends inside of my hair just for a little bit more volume. Instead of, teasing it like I see some girls do. So, just take that. To get that bent over look, I'm just taking my ends, stuffing those inside. Not enough to where you can see it up here, but right here. And kind of pushing that, pinning that to my scalp. And then kind of moving it over. Pin that. So for me, it only kind of takes me 1 bobby pin. Now you can take this and move it, as much as you like. But that is the end of my style. And, I think this is nice because it is a protective style. And it, it has a little funky flair to it. Then what I like to do is, since when I wear my hair up, I like to take some, big earrings and stick those in. Do some nice eyeshadow, nice natural looking eyeshadow, and you're ready to go. So that style usually takes me about 5 to 10 minutes if I'm not being goofy. Anyway, and then also you can add a flair to it and put, a flower. I'm not really feeling that, but to each his own. Or I also have one of these. This matches my shirt. I got this from the 99-cent store. Go and check that out now. So something like that I'll probably leave in. It's inconspicuous, and I think it looks better like that. But anyway, so to set this style, I usually what I do is just tie it up. And I know that's going to flatten your pompadour, but I happen to like how it looks after I've taken it down. Take the headscarf off, it still looks intact to me, and even if it is a little bit smaller, that's still okay. So that's it. I'll show you guys the finished results. Bye. Okay, so I'm back. I've taken the scarf off, and everything looks intact, just how I want it. So here's the side. I hope you guys can see that. Here's the back. And I really like the back of it because the rubber bands to me it kind of shows a little bit of elegance. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't get too silly for you. So I'm going to go ahead and post now. So let me know what you think, and if you're watching MsAriella, thanks so much for sharing your style.